Hi, in this video you're going to see me again continuing the service dog training process with Tiny, and you're going to see me actually putting commands to the test. Okay, this is where I talk about fading in the right way in terms of a process that is going to align verbal commands in terms of meaningful influence. So here the focus is on the language of the method at first. Okay, the dog coming into agreement with the specific interactions that change the perception of from dog to human. Okay, so it's just like parental influence, establishing parental influence. Now here, because again, through these interactions that have been happening in the last 7 days, okay, Tiny's releasing a good level of control. She's becoming more and more agreeable to the process, and you'll see that if you go back and compare the videos right from day one, you'll see the level of agreeableness increasing each day. Okay, so now I'm at a level here where you're going to see me put the commands to the test a little bit as she's responding to verbal commands, okay, as I do this. Now here I'm still using the pressure collar for this part of it. Okay, you're going to see the basic method of using commands. And then you can actually see for the first time, me start to do a little bit of distance work with Tiny, okay, where I'm going to be starting to use the come command. I'm going to have her stay in position as I move away from her and start to build a bridge for having her respond that way in terms of come, okay? You see how that works. So here, the first thing I'm going to do with her, I'm going to start to move with her. You're going to see me start to use a couple commands here. But to look for too is the default sit. Even as I slow down, going into a sit automatically, which is great. That's what we want. Move forward here again. So move forward. I'm still nudging her a little bit in terms of giving her information, and I'm slowing down so she'll default sit, which she's doing, which is great. Now here's where the command comes, okay? Let's see how she does. Down. That's what we want. There we go, right? She's responding to the down command for the right reasons. It's not a negotiation, not because she's going to get a treat or something out of the deal. She's doing it based on right relationship, based on me fading in the right way. Now from here, bring her up, sit, put a little bit of influence behind it, push pull, she's up here. Now move forward. That was fantastic, okay? Start to see commands start to have meaningful influence the right way, okay? Just slow down, taking my time. I want to make sure she's being very patient, okay? I don't want her, card counting me as I called it. I want her stopping when I stop, waiting for as long as I decide I'm going to wait. See that? Default into a sit. Fantastic. Okay? That's what we've been working on. Don't want her down there. She wants to do it on her own, but that's what I want. Now I'm going to do it next time. I'm going to do it over there, okay? Because you want to do it in different areas too. You don't want a dog thinking what your next move is going to be, okay? Down. So we'll do that right there. Again, fantastic. And what you're looking for here too is a really nice prone position, okay? Dog not going on the side. Tiny's nice and prone. Shows you she's very agreeable to, responding the way that I want. Tiny, sit. Very little pressure here to bring her up into a sit, okay? Looking at me, good focus. Moving forward. So again, you see how the commands line up. This is about, a sequence, okay? Following the right order of things, really focusing on the interactions that frame up response the right way, fading in the right way. And you see how she's already starting to go into a sit on her own as I slow down. Okay, that's what you want in a service dog. Okay, you want a service dog that's going to be focused on my every movement or on her owner's every movement. Okay, I'm going to mirror that up with the dog owner. When he actually is coming tomorrow for a visit, and when he's here, well, guess what I'm going to be doing? Right? I'm going to have him out here sitting here. I'm going to be doing the method around him. I'm going to be lining this up so that she's looking at him the same way that she perceives me through this process. And so we're going to line up a little bit before she goes back. She has another whole week of training. So this is just 7 days, and this is lining up great. So again, moving forward. Now you're going to see me do a little bit of separation work with the come command, okay, in terms of getting her to stay in position until I tell her to come. Now this is where I'm going to switch over to the flat collar, okay, because that's about keeping it leveled out now a little bit. I don't need so much leverage, okay. When you're doing this, you're starting to do the come command, the distance work. This means that the dog's already released a certain level of control. I don't need as much leverage, okay, with using a pressure collar. So this is where you want to switch over to a flat collar to make it so the dog is even more agreeable, because the assumption is, and it's not assumption, okay, not like learning, okay, I already know, okay, where I'm staying in the relationship. I faded in at a pretty good level, and so now I don't need to use the same amount of leverage, okay. She's more and more agreeable in terms of a process, and I want to use a flat collar now a little bit, okay. So here, this is where I'm going to say stay. I'm going to move out a little bit away from her. I'm going to make sure I turn around so that I can communicate with her. As she tries to move out of position, I'm going to nudge her back in using the leash. And then on command, I'm going to say her name first. But when I say her name, I don't want her to move when I say her name. I don't want her to move until a second or two later when I say give the command. And then I'm going to assert some influence to get her to respond and coming right directly into me, okay? The reason I don't want her to move on command is that, or on her name, is here's the thing. If she's across the street and there's traffic or there's something going on, she's off leash, I want to be able to say her name and get her attention first. Call her out, okay, in terms of, you know, her focusing on immediately responding on my next command. Because then, if there's cars going or whatever's going on, I can time it and then have her safely come to me, okay? So this is where I want, you know, the command is meant to get her attention, okay, how this kind of ties in. So right from here, okay, I have a little longer leash to do this, for this technique. I'm going to say the command for stay, Tiny, stay. Now when I say that right away through the leash, okay, I'm using the leash, and I want to communicate with her not to move. I'll keep the leash up higher here, I'm moving away a little bit. Tiny, come. A little bit of distance work, starts to wag her tail a little bit, but keep good control here, okay? Just gets a little bit of freedom. It can create a little bit more instability, but just really assertive. Clean technique, that's important. I'll move back again. Be assertive. Tiny, come. Be assertive. Right in the position, I want a clean technique. I want a really solid position here right in front of me. I want her to come right in the front. Now I'm going to bring her back heel. I'm going to bring her back so I can create some more distance here again with her. Clean technique. For this type of thing, you want to put a little bit of touch on the dog here to help line this up. Stay. See, I'm tapping. She tries to move. Tap right away. Be proactive in that. Tiny, come. Be assertive right here. Line this up. This is the first time we've done this. Tiny, come. Smooth, fluid, get the dog right in, good technique. Now here's the thing. You may want to try to move beside me, don't allow it. I want straight, I want her to come straight in. Good. Very happy with that. Excellent. So there you can see how things are coming together. Okay, you can see how the commands are starting to represent meaningful influence. Okay, how she's responding to commands now. You can see the framework of how I start to do a little bit of separation, or I start to move towards that in terms of using the come command, a little bit of distance work. That will be more and more of a focus as we move forward. We still have a full 7 days of the first stage. And so, you know, as things continue to progress, I fade in at higher and higher levels, the expectations just keep increasing, okay, in a good way. So she's doing absolutely fantastic, okay, very happy, funny, okay. If you watch the video, when I said her name on the come command, you see her twist her head a little bit like, huh, you know. I love that about some dogs and shepherds, you know, they get their head turned a little bit like that inquisitive type of head turn. So, but she's doing absolutely fantastic. So, thanks for watching.